Our next speaker is Sister Alice Hardiman. Sister Alice is originally from New Zealand and has done an incredible amount of work in her role as a religious sister in the promotion of divine mercy amongst the Oceania region. She's very gifted. Since I met Father Rory 25 years ago, she's always been behind the scenes, working in a very silent, quiet way, spreading this message, particularly amongst the poor, amongst people that so many of us just wouldn't have the opportunity to meet. She truly is an amazing sister, and you're going to hear a beautiful testimony today as she talks to us the transforming power of divine mercy in the lives of abused youths. Please welcome Sister Alice Hardiman.
Good afternoon. And thank you, Blessed John Canavan, for letting me witness in a foreign land. The Mother of Divine Mercy Refuge in Auckland, where I minister as a counsellor and as a helper, is an absolute powerhouse of God's inexhaustible mercy. It is a house of prayer. There's prayer there 9 times a day, Mass and adoration twice a week. It is an overflowing channel of God's healing love and mercy. It is a refuge for wounded, abused women and children, and for youth from families presently there or who return for various activities. It is a whole family approach refuge with off the site counselling for husbands and partners, something you don't find in other refuges. Now, its heart and head is God, but I must add, God works in very close partnership, and I wouldn't be surprised if he takes orders at times from a little Samoan lady, Susanna Fiu Fetalai. Susanna is a convert, a former abused wife and mother, whose faith and trust in God is the kind that moves mountains. And her faith in Mary's intercession is amazing. Her life was saved from murder by the miraculous intervention of God's mother. Now I'm here to speak about the youth, and I say to you, how would you feel if you were your father's sex toy and the sex toy of his friends? How would you feel if you were a young girl on the streets and were beaten when you returned at night because you didn't make enough money from selling your body on the street? Now, I'm here to witness for the youth, but the youth themselves will witness to you in modern youth language, rap, about the transforming power of God's mercy in their lives. The presentations are raw and powerful. Be prepared.
I done been through a whole lot. Lord, at the time, forgive me, for I had no one not. That my plot on that cold dark night felt like the only thing left to do that was right. I had a rope tied tight around my neck. Then I moved forward and leaned out to take one more step. No more pain, no more hurt. 6 feet under a pile of dirt. My Jesus saved me on that night. He told me, "Child, wipe your eyes and continue to fight." I told him, "Yes, I accept. I will fight until I'm gone." I thought my time was up. It turns out I was wrong. I done been through a whole lot.
I done been through a whole lot. Mama left me with daddy and no one there I could call ma. The years went by with little me on the street. Then one day I joined a gang that had me working the streets, selling my body and nearly losing my soul. Now I refuse to let the truth hide. Thought you should know that I'm still here fighting. At times the sun stops shining, but I grind till my knuckles bleed with my husband behind me. Got my child close to my heart. God has given me a chance to reconnect and restart. I done been through a whole lot.
I done been through a whole lot. Looking for love, but it was taken away. Searching to be loved, but mom passed away. Fighting for love, but dad couldn't stay. Nana and Bob were the only ones left, but now they both gone and I must accept. Watching siblings still by smoking and drinking, getting into sex and watching them all sinking. I done been through a whole lot, yes, but I'm still here fighting, truly blessed. I done been through a whole lot. At 5 years old, the world came crashing to a roadblock. 3 men that were close decided to touch me, again and again behind the backs of the ones that loved me. I wanted to tell my mom, but they told me they would kill me. I turned 8 years old and no, it didn't stop. From 8 to 10 to 14, a whole new wave of roadblocks. On my 14th birthday, my heart began to rot. I was raped with no discretion. I wished my heart just stopped. I gave my heart to Jesus and he put it close to his. He exchanged it for a key, and that key was to forgive. I done been through a whole lot.
I done been through a whole lot. Young girl stuck up in the world on her own. Reality of living in a hole for a home. Forced to be her own mother, sister and best friend. Thinking that they would stick it out to the end. And yet she was abused and cried every night. Thinking this is what it means to be daddy's delight. But now? So you know, now I'm free like a dove in the sky. Jesus Christ shall be our light, a light that is love, a love of might. I done been through a whole lot.
I done been through a whole lot. The life of a child who was raised by the stovetop. My mother left us there. My father said that she never cared. The truth is that he beat her and he ripped out all her hair. He needed to fill a void, so he touched his little boy. Gave his friend a place to live, and I became a sex toy. Sexually abused for them to be amused. Misused and now confused, cause you touched my sisters too. I was in a battle on the side that always lost, but now I love you more because I put you at the cross. I done been through a whole lot.
God's divine mercy and his mother's intercession have been a refuge for these broken, wounded youth and many others. If you have been abused, or if you are an abuser, know that God's healing and his mercy are always available. The ocean of mercy never dries up. The greater the sinner, Jesus said, the greater the right to his mercy. Jesus said, the well of mercy was opened wide with a lance on the cross for all souls, all souls. I do not exclude anyone. And I say this, know that a wound inflicted after death, as Jesus' wound was, never closes. His sacred heart is always open for a repentant sinner or a wounded soul. It is always open for you and for me. Thank you for your attention.